no nsia Ghana de smamba ya mamu nyina jo omemu nsam ne ama wodo aso de ayensa ka ene se aboa no se no nsia ka se bo aye de bremu yi utie free peace 104.3 FM so okay 101.7 neat 100.9 nemi ansa ewo shepa Sabeka Johnson Accra ave hello 101.5 FM wadum Kumasi Ghana man tema yedun 16 regions baby akaseboyi etagu owa aya kasafidie ba kuma seduasie anim ne etire kwama no ne a be seduasa afa peacefmonline.com ghanatoday.com nso abode yetiefo kwa o menya bi akan na mpenisi aboso ba na meja pa yenti de di kasebonim wakotini binie
ena Ghana sikasem sofo ede omanyi akohomesika ehho asem wa fe 2022 mokoto dwam rahebedwam edom kuma wo Ghana rahebedwam kire se eyedada de ya yetie yi na nida so bia nim ebesisa Ghana for shebre.
The system may not be able to bear the hardship. Literally, the system is hot, Mr. Speaker.
Na energy committee wo rahebedwam mu nipa baako enso de atudwa so mu di yaw efise to ano ohwe kwan se enka ban be ye free petroleum so no edaso ho.
Me are very disappointed because na say good prices I want international market akosro ye CD dollar a depreciation the CD no na honde na because of against the dollar
na edom kese na wo mrahye bedwam no so kire se budget we say kire se afi na Ghana esi yedie kwam ensem bi ka wenom ho ewo kasebo mu a yede bra mu nyumeko yadaro
ozone chemists at the ozone scarlet capsules na ebebo ayen e free titentire di besi ne ya hoten ya pomoden ni nyina gina ozone scarlet capsules so aye ozone chemists for na dia beja so ya friend ozone scarlet capsules ahoten mensa MTM for trese se unim star 175 asia ewiase nyina kuta wonsem de ankofo na edi traffic so kwakoyen ubetumi atene fia ye nyina simple wa bra ubedial star 175 as what I say when you nyina nam kwantempo no so everywhere you go high science Ghana nie eniama papa ye disiesie fie wo office dan na wasi ne foforo no baby a wonsa beka niama pay aye high science Ghana home appliances there and we everyday price for everyday people. That feels out and beauty or yima feminine mister or bare feature coming how a bay year free west yes our kama and timpama groyade. That feels out glow sour gel. Woody daria with the kama tuntum koko chocolate and you natural color no at the amount is legon on Samba Kanye. Car bank at Rese. Wapaso the bank ni nyina ma na de kofie eno ane sa obeda de star 771 hash star 771 hash unsaba ka bank ni nyina de bank ne ya wo office no obetima tena fie na waye ni nyina bi kura efie de ne de atade bebre asan guso 0800 500 500 amansan tiame kwabena mafu ana
nana ya kunedu yen ne de no nsia kaseboi eba afei emu nsem nini enne na sikasem sofo owura kanofori atako Ghana mrahebedwam wode afei 2022 oman no akohomesika ne sede yebesi abu oman no ho brasikasem mu ene koye na ebra wokoye no wode nsusu ahodo ya aban aye ewo petrol ensemsem ho atudwa de na komanfo hwe kwan senka ebefiri mu no wo mo ante de na omanfo ehwe esenka ebia aban behwe na we free ho bit support de ne nso eho asem a masede na omanfo ehwehwe na ensem a efato ho no say ye mobile money ana electronic transactions say usika no ewo banki na wo dane ede afa electronic kwan yi so wode nam phone so wode nam internet so edan dance kanu ani no wode to atoso eti say ye ka say die 1.75% ɛna ɔde abɛto momo ɛso anaso electronic transactions ɛso enti wotena fie wogyegye dem ɛwɔ wo dem na wo se wo di sika ɛma obi eti wakɔ account tum na wabɔ pepepepepe na wo de kwa ɛno no yɛde to 1.75% ato so sika bia wo de kro no yɛde ɛto 1.75 ɛna ato so eti sɛ wo se wo sika bɛdan dani digital kwan ne so no a MPP for ebɛhyɛ mu kubu no kai sɛ wɔde 1.75 ɛto ɛna aba abɛto so enti yɛfa ne sɛ mobile money ɛna woyɛ ɛna sika sidi ha 100 Ghana cedis ɛna wode ɛya 100 Ghana cedis no operator no ɛto 1 Ghana na abɛyɛ 99 Ghana cedis deɛ wode sika ne ma no no nso ukoyi a wɔno nso operator ɛte no 1 Ghana cedi na aba abɛyɛ 2 Ghana cedis enti sika no sɛ yɛ sika botene 100 Ghana cedis sa ɛtoɔ yɛ da so anaso deɛ operator no wɔteɛ no na ɛyɛ 2 Ghana cedis ɛno no ɛyɛ wɔ ha ɛnkyɛmu mienu 2%. Ɛna sɛ yɛ aban ɛde 1.75 aba abɛto so emu nkyerɛkyerɛ mu sɛ ɛyɛ sika no prɛko pɛ ɛne yɛka ne nyinaa bom abɛyɛ 1.7 no wɔn nya ɛmɛkyerɛ mu na mmom sɛ yɛfa ne watra sɛ 1.75% na abɛda so deɛ a ɛne na sɛ kane no wo dadan sika ne afiri wo account tum de akɔ akɔma obi ɛwɔ ne mobile phone so nanka 2 Ghana cedis ɛna mo mienu nyinaa mo bɛhwere a sɛ deɛ enkoye 2 Ghana cedis biom ɛbɛyɛ 3 cedis 75 pesos ɛwɔ sikapa 100 Ghana cedis a woda ne ani de akɔ akɔma obi no ɛho na sei ɛna ɔka yɛ ɛfa momo ana electronic transactions ɛne ɛtoɔ na wɔde ato so no ho.
After considerable deliberation, government has decided to place a levy on all electronic transactions to widen the tax net and rope in the informal sector. This shall be known as the Electronic Transaction Levy or E-Levy. Mr. Speaker, electronic transactions covering mobile money payments. Mr. Speaker, order. Electronic mobile money payments, bank transfers, merchant payments, and e-money remittances will be charged at an applicable rate of 1.75%, which shall be borne by the sender, except e-money remittances, which will be borne by the recipient. All transactions that add up to 100 Ghana cedis or less per day, which is approximately 3,000 Ghana cedis per month, will be exempt from this levy.
Enti sikasam so afọ enana ekyere sa eto no emu eno se debia sika a wode ma no enko entra sidi wo ha entra 100 Ghana cedis di a ene neto no ye ntibi mfiri so na emom se etra 100 Ghana cedis demu ne di a etiem fa ne se ene na me ne kwabena mafo te ha yi na me se mama kwabena mafo 80 Ghana cedis mama Pius 70 Ghana cedis eye 150 a ene na 100 ne din kan no ene to nka no na emom 50 ne de eto ka no emanu nti ye de teme wei ene nkyeremu kakra ewo ne kasa no mu se de esitie na wo kyeremu se sa e-levy ana electronic transactions to no wade buabu sika no ade aboa nwuma afa no wo mo fefe obroni se entrepreneurs afei wade boa ama internet so mambo cyber security wade boa ama emebunu anya adwuma ye ewo digital kwan ne so ene wo sade bi eboa ama akwan eye road infrastructure so etimi akoyie na wo se eda Ghana for bete se age budget no atomu no sada no a ena na sa atoi efrase aye adwuma.
A portion of the proceeds from the e-levy will be used to support entrepreneurship, youth employment, cyber security, digital and road infrastructure, among others. Mr. Speaker, taxi Bako, Inina Vitio. Mr. Speaker, this new policy also comes into effect once appropriation is passed on 1st January 2022 government will work with all industry partners to ensure that their systems and payment platforms are configured to implement this policy.
Ano achi eba ekwan eho a wase toll booth ye sisi miamia hodo ni nyina so wo madwen ho e de ohawa bre omanfo traffic eti nkrofo sei bre ekokotua 1 Ghana any 50 pesos no say ye to eti se ebe ya ombete eho house no abeya yini nyina firi ho wo ma yi to ni nyina ba bia ya aban kwan say ye ekwantempon se eye bridge ya ban aje rohwe oji to wo so no eno so wayi afri ho.
Mr. Speaker, our roads need fixing and building. Our roads are being fixed. It is true that more roads have been fixed and are being fixed over the last 5 years than any relative period in the entire history of our nation. However, over the years, the tolling points have become unhealthy market centers, led to heavy traffic on our roads, lengthened travel time from one place to the other, and impacted negatively on productivity. To address these challenges, government has abolished all tolls on public roads and bridges. This takes effect immediately. The budget is approved on appropriation. The toll collection personnel will be reassigned. Tolls, Mr. Speaker, would be abolished on all public roads.
Sika Samso for Akan Oforiata.
Now, he wants to talk about security. Now, no one say in accordance with Cyber Security Act 2020, Act 1038. The Cyber Security Authority, CACSA, officially inaugurated 1st October no, year 2021, and we pass act no. Na CSA basically to functions here year so enshrine. After that no, ministry no and communication and digitalization so we be develop. Na critical information infrastructure CII database and na government digitalization initiative GDI database and also we be develop said the abaya we be to implement cyber risk management framework ewo 2022 na ministry no ebe kwaswa rituri especially intelligence agencies here when benya modern tool software no mu dia improve communication afomu ba ade enhance intelligence collection analysis here ebabua ma CCTV camera system nationwide Accra initiative secretariat no ebe establish here ebabua pa.
Mr. Speaker, on security, in accordance with the Cyber Security Act 2020 as 103, the Cyber Security Authority was officially inaugurated on 1st October 2021. With the passage of the Act, CSA will execute the various functions enshrined in the Act. Government will develop a critical information infrastructure database, government digitalization initiatives database, and as well develop and implement cyber risk management framework. The Accra Initiative Secretariat was established during the year. The initiative is an effort of 5 ECOWAS member states, Ghana, Togo, Benin, Cote d'Ivoire, and Burkina Faso, at sharing intelligence, combat, and counter-terrorism and associated criminal activities. In 2022, government will continue with the retooling of the intelligence agencies, the military, and departments and agencies under the Ministry of Interior, especially the police, with modest tools and software for improved communication and enhanced intelligence collection and analysis, including an armada of loans to protect our borders.
To protect our borders. Dear Yatene Kasei Ayes Kasam Suafo can Woforiata honorable na we free security no and waba akwani akwantimpon roads and highways na roads and highways in wobu akonta no what say as at September 2021 no routine maintenance because Womu ye wobeye se 21,165 kilometer a trunk road network no. And now womu say 6,265 kilometers ya a feeder roads network. And now for womu ye 2,937 kilometers ya a urban road network. Now road safety and environmental activities here ministry no ever carry out our 2022 no the ombe install 20 number and traffic signals be maintaining so 310 number no must install signals here 550 number 50 no and road safety hazard site here. And so, Omuba expect say better 20 number. Locations number Johnson. No more improve workways in also. Said the Abaya acquiring a quantum poswo, a ban of bamba, a one on subajo form.
We have found through this tax a reliable method of funding our roads. After the end of September 2021, routine maintenance was carried out on 21,165 kilometers of the trunk road network, 6,265 kilometers of the feeder road network, and 2,937 kilometers of the urban road network. Mr. Speaker, development works progressed steadily on several major projects. The Pokwa interchange under the Accra Urban Transport Project, which involved the construction of a 4-tier interchange, the only one in Africa, construction of 12 kilometers of selected roads, segregated walkways, footbridges, underpasses, and drainage structures was completed and commissioned on July 9, 2021. Major pipeline projects that are expected to take off in 2022 include Accra Kumasi dualization, Kumasi South and Western Bypass, Kumasi Outer Ring Road, Nantukofodia Road, Oyibi Dodua Somenyakusa Junction Road, Accra Outer Ring Road, Asuchari Junction, Volleyball Bridge, Eastern Koriko Road, Solar Wall Road, construction of 5 interchanges in the greater Kumasi metropolitan area, including Swame, Santasi, Airport Runabout, and Ofuricom. Mr. Speaker, in addition, our public-private partnership program for the financing, construction, and management of road infrastructure has the projects at different stages of operation. Accra motorway PPP projects, the financing arrangements are being completed and construction will commence in 2022. Accra Cape Coast Accra PPP projects, the feasibility study is being finalized. The final feasibility study report will provide key inputs into the Abidjan-Lagos Corridor project. Mr. Speaker, the Ghana Infrastructure and Investment Fund, Mr. Speaker, will be looking at financing most of these PPP roads as government gives them support and have efficiency in its delivery. Mr. Speaker, for road safety, government in 2022 will increase and maintain traffic signals. In addition, road safety hazard sites are also expected to be created. This will be complemented with aggressive public education and enforcement of traffic regulations.
Dear Yate, sir, Wakase, Sikasam Suafo, Ken Ofuriata, Honorable, na Yadasua budget.
Eba intokrato anadie ne tafen lampo na de okafa huni.
Mr. Speaker, in response to the COVID-19 pandemic, government under the able leadership of His Excellency President Akufo-Addo quickly developed a 100 billion COVID-19 alleviation and revitalization enterprise program, what we call the Ghana Cares Over Temper program. This blueprint, which brought instant and significant relief to our people, is Mr. Speaker, property rates have the potential to increase revenue mobilization for MMDAs and release resources for provision of basic infrastructure as well as the needs of our localities. Property rate assessment and collection pose a challenge to most MMDAs and are fraught with inefficiencies. Government through GRA will from January 2022 assist the MMDAs to implement a common platform for property rate administration to enhance property rate collections and its accountability. To ensure cost recovery by government in providing infrastructure for the collection of the rate, a sharing ratio will be agreed with the Assembly.
Dear okay nimu no the okay di kan your batampa program the abade ba ye no na the ode to aso na ye ntokra to ede no napco fonso o kan say ne fa wo.
Mr. Speaker, the NAPCO program was designed as a temporary stepping stone for young graduates for a period of 3 years. In the last 3 years, 100,000 young graduates have benefited from the NAPCO program. With over 33,000 trainees already securing jobs, government will work to ensure that the remaining NAPCO trainees are effectively supported to take advantage of the opportunities USAS present.
Yenko agudie eba sports enso so a okasafa ho na yenyina sports ede no ho emra.
Mr. Speaker, in 2022, Ghana will participate in the Commonwealth Games in Birmingham and continue preparatory activities towards organizing and hosting the 13th Africa Games in Accra in 2023. Government will procure sports logistics and equipment and begin the construction of a new multi-purpose sports hall, hostel facilities, and Olympic-style swimming pool at Boteman in Accra. Mr. Speaker, some stadia across the country were renovated in 2021 and at various stages of completion as follows. Accra Stadium, 98%, Phase 1 of Babaya Stadium, 98%, Esipon Stadium, 90% complete, Cape Coast Stadium, 60%. In 2022, Ghana will continue the construction of the Abreu and the new Edubiasi Sports Stadium, as well as commence the rehabilitation of the Sunyani Coronation Park Stadium. In education, Mr. Speaker, the government continued the implementation of the government's flagship free SHS program. A total of 425,000 first-year students enrolled, bringing the total intake to 1.26 million students. In addition, first-year students received the underlisted items as part of the implementation of the free SHS program: 4 million exercise books, 1.8 million notebooks, 395,000 physical education kits, 1.7 million cartridge arch paper, 35,000 water-based acrylic paints, 28,000 technical drawing boards, and 28,000 sets of technical instruments. Mr. Speaker, in 2021, we completed 118 projects made out of classroom, dormitory, administration board, libraries, and canteens at the secondary education level. The number of completed projects under the free senior high school infrastructure intervention stands at 657 out of a total of 1,119 projects from GET Fund and other funding sources.
Sikasam for Akan Oforiata.
Na ebano elipu aya sika yadema awonmu waya mobro wa awomuni bie kura nso ase no kafa ho.
The LEAP program paid 5 cycles of cash grants to 344,000 households and registered 76% of all LEAP beneficiaries onto the National Health Insurance Scheme. In 2022, government facilitated the disbursement of the bi-monthly cash grants to beneficiaries. LEAP beneficiaries assessed to be above the extreme poverty line will be graduated into a productive livelihood inclusion program.
Wey ayede wakafa leap ho na budget no ankasa na bota yentia wo mu de sa budget hwanham iba ye no so wakan say.
This budget is crucial for a sustained recovery and transformation to a Ghana beyond aid and an entrepreneurial nation. It requires a careful realignment and rebalancing of our needs, our wants and aspirations as a nation. This will also require burden sharing and the promotion of an entrepreneurial culture. We have extensively engaged and built partnerships of trust for the implementation of the policies presented in this budget. Mr. Speaker, this budget has outlined the plans of His Excellency the President and his government to continue tackling the devastating impact of the pandemic on our economy and the fiscal impact on our debt sustainability efforts. We have committed to bold and credible revenue expenditure measures to achieve a new and more sustainable macro-fiscal balance, a path of fiscal consolidation to ensure access to international capital markets, empower the private sector to expand and create jobs, an unprecedented and historic comprehensive 10 billion CD initiative to improve access to finance skills and promote entrepreneurship amongst our youth and to support the private sector. Continued implementation of our flagship programs to improve the living standards of our people, strategic investments through the Batonka program to revitalize and transform the structure of our economy, and initiatives, Mr. Speaker, to advance digitalization to boost efficiency in our transactions. So, Mr. Speaker, the enablers of digitalization and ICT economy, finance, and skills training are boldly illustrated in this budget.
Realignment and rebalancing of our needs. Now, what's that today, Musa? So far, Adia Beya, Adia Hotabre Ghana for Panay, Usa connected to pass at the any pen, the Musitri Noah. What they compared to when they are baying, the modern bar warbo, and hotel dear bar said the Nipan had a noa. Ya was sad to the young one, at twice our hotonosuno, and Nunzuni.
Mr. Speaker, we promised to reduce the suffering of Ghanaians when we came into office, and we did just that when we came into office. Specifically, let me tell you what the government of His Excellency Nana Danko Akufo-Addo has done. We reduced electricity tax cumulatively by 10.9% compared to a cumulative increase of 264% under the NDC. We provided free water for households for April, May, and June of 2020. We doubled the competition grant from 4.5 to 10 cities. We established a nation builders corps of 100,000 graduates to build the job skills of our graduates to be absorbed into the workforce. We created jobs and stopped the freeze on recruitment in the public sector. Over 295,000 people were recruited. We abolished fees for postgraduate medical training in Ghana. We increased the share of DSPL to persons with disabilities by 50%. We exempted prior year from market tolls. We ensured the implementation of our pledge of employing 50% of the persons who manage the country's school bus from among persons with disabilities. We expanded the leave by 150,000 beneficiaries. We expanded school feeding program from 1.6 million children to 3.4 and now increasing it to over 4 million. We were able to restore teacher and nurses training allowance. We abolished the 3-month pay policy for teachers. We absorbed the cost of BET and WASIC term exam registrations. We abolished or reduced 15 taxes, including excise duty on petroleum, VAT on financial services, real estate, domestic airline tickets, etc. We made it easier to apply for a common passport. We have implemented, of course, the free senior high school initiative. Mr. Speaker, while we have not eliminated suffering, we have done more in terms of social intervention than any other government since 1992, and certainly more in this regard than the NDC government.
Now, and what in what asa, and I'm yen so, and Sisaya buying a wadema woman say, Afafwe umu kwa yi nam wa posua eno anso umu nam soa to ase nugu mu a we de abaya kwoto ade bia be frɛ torimeters na saa torimeters yi wo mu de ba tetare nsuo no so na atrɛ ebewuri di nam dodo a wa ha enti anu sei enhu hia sɛ mo be kwa akoye petrol mo ne na mu a sɛ mo konya na mo a enti torimeters no wo mu de bobop no so a ebe tre nam dodo e wa ha na sa tre nam dodo e wo ho na sa tre nam dodo e ho nso enti sa oto asew no ha na obeti wo mu ebe ka tre oto ho nso na ebe ti no ebe ka tre ana ta ukoto ho the other side nso na ebe ti ebe ka tre enti sa yi nso o mu de be ebe bo afafo no
to ensure safe launching and landing of artisanal fishing, as well as create and maintain hygienic environment and job opportunities within the fishing communities. Government will continue with the construction of the 14 fishing landing sites, which are various stages of completion. Government expects to complete approximately 60% of this in 2022.
50 pieces of torometers and I've only been used to. Have one district, one factory, so the okay in here.
Total of 271 D1F projects are at various stages of implementation, out of which 106 factories are operational. Companies that are currently operational have created a total of 156,782 direct and indirect jobs, 17,451 of which were created in 2021. It is expected, Mr. Speaker, that the completion of the 1D100 project currently under construction and in the pipeline to create additional 131,817 direct and indirect jobs in 134 districts across the country. Mr. Speaker, trading under the Africa Continental Free Trade Agreement commenced on 1st January 2021, and Ghana was the first country to establish a customs procedure code to facilitate trading under AFCFTA. A comprehensive national policy and action plan aimed at assisting medium to large-scale companies in Ghana to export to the AFCFTA market was developed and is being implemented. Mr. Speaker, government continues to expand power generation capacity to meet domestic, commercial and industrial needs of customers. In this regard, construction work on the 200 megawatt phase of the 400 megawatt early power project continued in 2021. Construction works for stage 1A are 99.7% complete, and works for the stage 18 combined cycle are 93% complete. In 2022, a joint venture partner will be engaged to undertake the repowering of the T3 power project with VRA. Mr. Speaker, to ensure power is affordable for industrial, commercial and residential use, government in collaboration with key stakeholders continued with the renegotiation and restructuring of power purchase agreements. Government has reached agreements with some IPPs to convert power plants to tolling structures, switch to natural gas, as well as reduce tariffs. This is expected to result in considerable savings to government and the nation over the remaining lifespan of the PPAs. These savings are expected to come from a combination of reduced capacity and energy charges across the portfolio. Mr. Speaker, in pursuit of the President's aspiration to achieve universal coverage of electricity by 2024, a total of 162 communities were connected to the national grid, thereby increasing national electricity asset rate from 85.7% in 2020 to 86.68% in 2021. Connections to another 512 communities are at various stages of completion. In 2022, we'll work to complete many such projects, and approximately 800 towns will be connected to the national grid under the SHIP 4, SHIP 5, and 10 key projects. The government, Mr. Speaker, is committed to using indigenous entrepreneurs to complete these projects. Additionally, government will select 2,401 communities with a population of 100 and above to be connected to the national grid. Mr. Speaker, as part of the strategy to electrify island communities and hard-to-reach areas with renewable energy technologies, the construction of 3 mini-grids at Azepe, at Flevi, and Alopem Islands in the Adan East District of the Greater Accra region commenced and are expected to be completed in 2022. In addition, the government will construct 2 mini-grids in 10 island communities, as well as supply and install solar home systems in 20 island and lakeside communities in 2022.
Ani ayeti ye yesikasam so for Akan oforiata. Na yebese ne animdifo ne kasenti ye kwa homaso. Na ye kwa University of Ghana Business School. Ye ne Professor Lord Mensa. Waye obi a ochirade ewo ho. Na wote sikasem enso ase. Yebese yebisa ne sede osi eje budgeti sede si baye no osi eje tum efa. Mode beche yen wantimi anye ye frɛ no eso efa ye duru so ye de madwen kyerɛ beba na enu achi de edom kase ne dom kuma no so so waka o budget ne ho no na ye de aba se de adentwɛ no eba anwumeko miensa na ebo ye chi dom ye wo givers herbal for wo the givers p capsules ya be makakra bi na wate asikwam so be pagya kra eden enso bi adwoba bi akenten so wotemre ye nipaduam wosisi amaman woje ho anye woka givers p capsules any givers co capsules bom no mo a esiesie no no eboa ma ogina na so se bema enwe wo pharmacy ne chemical stores wo pebi etu aton dia 0543 22 2470 0543 22 2470 Yawa 21st clinic wono ne sciatica expert wo mai mo de herbal enro ene emfidie ene boa ema efri osisi achi opanchi ho fa to ase eba besi onamurom se de ya na si twetwon tia fam kra na wo bre wote yaw ewo mu na mu ye obisi basa bi no wodo wani 21st clinic for ho beboa wo enkra ha sei wo dome heavy do dan no mu kumase so we hwa overseas wait me afre 0540 311 311 0540 311 311 Yenko natural and for aboboano what the post-love capsules about Ojonson tentamanajo mprenai ko mprenum bomodin so bepe bia nom na aboawo afei what the cell strength and so aba kakra bia no ani twa so tipa ye asoro ben honam yawo wankasa so hu sa wo so tia na etie enya ne papem etifo ani ekire natural nfonro yi esona kopɛ cell strength ni binom ewo pharmacy and chemical stores mo mu pe bia to atone de 020 461 6161 0240 0204 616161 0204 616161 enwekada roma ena madwenkyere no eba afeyenhwe de mode aba ne bi wani de mu a mo amode eba entaso no munya adwen sakra efisa mo ma yenhunu afoforo de na yenka Anane Samuel ese owokunsu kwadwo krum na agenkwa budget na Ghana for mahuni ko mensa se fantastic budget as usual mo de toto aso sa Rebecca mensa ese there be wo ma obi reply ni nyina so ateko Great Amos ese wow ye free we say real budget Eric kwakuni patete odi anateko Selasi goso ena o say fantastic budget teacher kuju tepanyin enyina suso also de anateko say what the message ne ba ye kind of life ye kan obi de no na what the message ba ko abato aso mpendu ebeda kan yonko de Ebeden. Okay. Obatampa ewo edweso. Eno se Ghana ban ebo Ghana nwumanwuma ho ban. Eno nti enwe benchmark value no efri ho. Ena amponsa prof choko. Eno se budget yi agenkwa ampa. Martin Jan wedweso domiabra. Eno se da sikasam so afo ase ene ne budget awode aba. And a darling boy aspiration essay ofilisa wonchro bibi Peace FM a local station it will name the entire finance ministry finance minister ka budget no e obrofo na yabebone saa enti enka all kasa no na yakwaje asem na firi nanum ni yabekan ni twi dia mawo yedase ene adwuma wo de amayen yedase me de madwenchen besi ase anhwa e begebo yede nyimeko abo me de bre mo ase give us herbal wo mo e de give us p capsules ene give us co capsules waka bom wo ye be ma na osisi sem nkoyie wo ahoden wo mpamu nso so nkoyie kokwa agege wo a na wapebia no me beboa wo upebia to aton de a 0543 222470. Your 21st clinic for your sciatica expert or the herbal any infidie. Ebibidro ye ni infidie ne boa ema woto ase usisi echi ana wo panchi ho abesu na muromu se de ande si twetwe ase bibi twetwe ase bibi use ni nyina ebekọ obeboa mo ade ho ntem do me heavy do dan no mu kuma senso hwa overseas wait me afre 0540 311 Naturalin Company Limited for the Proslav capsules aba Bema sorry Johnson by heart and a drownum be a cop and a cell strengthness so kakrabia no tipa kakrabia no any subru astrobeji johonam yaw also tiana etiano apibianum and also pharmacy chemical stores 0204 616161 ya homeka sibu so agenkrato yeba.
Tune it in, turn it up,
Peace FM,
and rip off the knob.
Yetwa kasebone so. Adam kuma wo Ghana mra shebedwamu e breast gasam so afo ewie budget na no ne sentwerefo hyiaye. Na Adam kuma ne ba no dani onu munyafo hare na adrisu na kasai wo se. Enkontabuo no a na sikasam ho amane bo no a sikasam so afo raken ofori atade ba ye na fe na Ghana fo mawuo. Etimu fam nsam muti. Efrise say kase kra mobile money eto kakra de nka beboa mobro wafa mo adanden skani no ye de to kakra e na atoso etiem no ene afoforo binti osu se afi na Ghana fo ahokire ebe ye kese.
The system may not be able to bear the hardship. Literally, the system is hot, Mr. Speaker. And Mr. Speaker, is only the Honorable Ken Ofori-Atta who ironically eases burdens, to quote his words, that they are not, there is no illusion about the suffering of Ghanaians, yet he is imposing further suffering, imposing a 1.75 Momo electronic banking tax. So it's only Ken Ofori-Atta who eases suffering with the imposition of new taxes targeted at 15 billion Ghana cedis within this period. But Mr. Speaker, with this promise of unsustainable debt, increased suffering and hardships beyond CST communication service tax and VAT is bringing in e-transaction levies that he will reverse the gains of financial inclusion. But Mr. Speaker, we are not in a haste to debate him.
Oni pertin ni eye dom kumano bano deni onumunyamfo Haruna Idrisum na ranking member ewo sikasem committee no eso eye onumunyamfo ato forcing ono so ese afei na Ghanafo ebeti ahokyere afei na nkrofo a no mukuta dwetre di bebiebie nyuma so wo mu beyi wani ewo adwuma bi ho.
Unemployment is expected to rise. Our debt to GDP is also expected to rise. The debt levels are also expected to rise. And we expect that the investor confidence will continue to be eroded. In these circumstances, it is obvious that the review budget will be required to correct the serious imbalances and distortions that this budget will create. Again, by every indication, this budget will worsen the plight of the ordinary Ghanaian and drive them into hardships, suffering, pains, and poverty. We call on our Vice President, Dr. Bawumia, to walk his lofty talk in opposition and clean up the mess he has created in the Ghanaian economy to ensure that an immediate end is brought to the hardships and suffering of our people.
Onipa yetini ni eye onumunyamfo ato forcing oye ranking member ewo sikasem committee ne so Ghana mrashimejum.
Na emra sabedani a wetina ma adese wo Bongo constituency osaye member energy committee wo parliament ononyamfo Edward Bawa na no na ensamtwefo bi sanse budget ni wohu ni sen an wata se wono a wo ba wiase wohu budget boni atisa sa budget we bi da budget kotobeku ba Ghana fo nkope bet bi mfa mu omuyem ahotra pa ban yesumdi agu Ghana fo so no wono kura ne yem sisi no wate wono aspect se bi kura energy levies ya wodo a eguso no aban be ye free so na nka petrol bu akofom kakra na adese hu atomu oba ye fiti wayinani enti wohu se ahotra pa enam kwan eso ba no anya ahotre keto akura.
Me are very disappointed because na say crude prices I want international market akosro is on the neighborhood of $90 per barrel. Osha ye CD dollar a depreciation. Ye CD no na honde na because of against the dollar. So which means that you need more CDs to be able to get a dollar. So these two factors I conspire myself say me no okay I'm a fuel prices kosro. Entinaka dey expecting say osha fuel taxes na e wo ho no. Ninki ehwe bi mu na kam minister of finance no ohwe bi no yi bi free mama example and na me no okay ko bi e wo Ghana ha city bi e wo Ghana ha it falls under either a district, a municipal or a metropolitan assembly. What did I say? Me no okay every quarter every municipal assembly every district assembly every metropolitan assembly each year 120,000 Ghana cedis for fumigation and sanitation improvement program and they cheer for sanitation assemblies in the then they have decided again to charge us 10 pesos per liter as sanitation pollution and for the same service the assemblies etua na yesu etua in terms of way and tinake fit the government betimi ke eyiren sa 10 pesos na fu
dia ya ten ka say ya mrasebe denia otinama adesia ewo Bongo constituency energy committee nso oka ho ononyamfo Edward Bawa na budget no etiri no ana majority kokoso a ewo parliament wa describe on say what a budget sweet fantabiaro budget no the pa 2022 budget way any economic policy aban dia be what a budget na majority leader minister for parliamentary affairs unonyafo say temenza bonsu and wakasa what say no what work na expectation no na wasoro de but no wonnim say be kosoro kura sada budget no de transformation sonko ye be ma Ghana fo asitinem asesa kura and what the buy
and give Ghanaians a new beginning. Mr. Speaker, the many initiatives contained in the budget are clear for everybody to know. Mr. Speaker, the minister have not shied away from admitting that there are indeed downsides to our development agenda. The Speaker, for those of them who are asking why I'm debating, they should have asked the minority who are the same person. Ask the minority who are the same person. When you bring the fight, you will push the fight back to you. If they don't have the courage, don't initiate it. So there are many initiatives, but as I indicated, the day for the debate hasn't yet dawned. I want to believe that on Tuesday, the 23rd of November, the House would brace itself to a very robust debate.
Robust in the mix. Wei aye ononyamfo oseche menza bonsu. After that, some 12 one deputy majority leader Osaya Mrasebe Jenima adisia we futu ononyamfo Alexander Fenyoma Kenza Kasa and was say budget no kra de baby kra no hutiri no ya hu se ede ahotokra ba aye yi transaction levy no mobile money tax na abandi atoso no eye pa ebe generate sika ade ama wo man no ne anya bi de aboya ho brenti eno kura ne ade a ekunu kura mobile money tax no aba no.
Government has not given up. Our friends in opposition were expecting a doomsday budget, but this budget has given us hope. If you look at the relief to the private sector, it's even beyond their own imagination. And the budget is calling on all Ghanaians to rally around and support government initiative. We need to get out of this. We will get out of this, but it is only through competence that we can get out of this. Indeed, our friends in the NDC cannot provide any alternative. They have not done so since this part government assumed office, and they can never do so even today. And I challenge them, if there's anything better they can do under this budget, or if they can do anything better in the circumstance we find ourselves as a country, I challenge them to immediately come up with their own solutions.
Their own solution. Where ye ononyam for Alexander Afenyomaki.
Afeye kwansanfo from Omanya pomudin si echi bedwuma no National Health Insurance Authority ne nkrabata wa Asante Mantam eguso bodawro kire omanfo se baabi a yedue hia se wo mo NHIS card no wode bebo Ghana card num na abom aye adwuma baako ama won otitire ne oda adwuma no ano wa Asante Mantam oru akwadwo twenebu akodua na ede asemi tudwa no se ehia se yetu saa na mo no na aboa ama insurance na adwuma ye akọwa no na afen so aboa ama baabi obia na mbia no wo National Health Insurance Scheme ne so nko na akuta Ghana card etimi aye adwuma ede asomwo. National Health Insurance de na wotwe mu asi ho bodawuro didi won na wotweda ewo efie du nwotwe ye adwumakuo no ba ye na ehon sensem ene nkyerɛkyerɛ ne bi ene de yeti owura atwenebo akodua kyerɛ mu se ehia sese wo health insurance no so na sa card wu a won kɔ se wo kɔ office ansa na wakɔ akɔyɛ ehon sikatua asa akɔ renew ananso wakɔ akɔhyɛ wo insurance no mu din. One short code na N star 929 hash no omanfo mfanya adwuma na eno ebeboa ma won ho ahan won.
Health insurance every year be a week. Now a week we say na shall say from 15th to 21st of November 2021. Now omam do be en dwumadia health insurance for ya. In fact, ya boy homodin yi. Now this year celebration no ya two din say NHIS using Ghana card for expanding access to healthcare. The person say NHIS card no ya the Ghana card num to be a Ghana card bia no say we do NHIS and so link Ghana card no say na be ya say ko ba so yare kra na say Ghana card no kra na wo ho hospital a e betimi ahwew enyina gitum say Ghana card no be card ba ko a o ma me we use the bibia and NHIS for so take the initiative to link the NHIS card to the Ghana card e be say so bia take advantage of no mfa the NHIS card na emmo the Ghana card no.
Onipa yetini ni eye owura kwadwo twenebu akodua wono na da health insurance adwuma no ano ewo Asante Mantam Samson Kwame Ameche ene de sa amaneboi ebaye afemu adwenkyere give us about for give us mixture give us P capsules and a give us core capsules P capsules any co capsules no kabum no more obema eboa ema odi mensem ema ne ye nika co capsules no obi atimi num bi enkanka ko kogege wona amaman anasisi ade hawo enwe wo pharmacy ne chemical stores wo pebi etu aton a utimi fre 0543 222470 21st clinic for chiawo e fro say Woman is sciatica expert in tea or to a sea besu number one way ya na twetwon otena sia wote bre onante a wo bre amedru mebi kra wakwa no wo de wani kire wo madwesio bia wo beboa wo wo mo hahenro wo mfidie a obetimi di aboa wo amo afri saa te bia no muntem domedwom wo mo heavy do dan no mu kuma senso ehwa wo mo ewo overseas ho a obetimi afre 0540 311 0540 311 yenkɔ natural and for aboboano wase be ma osore jonso anadwo ntoatoaso a enye enu nti bomodin bia se wokɔ te bia no mu a wobɛpɛ proslav capsules ni bia nom afei se nipadua na hoɔden na ba fam a cell strength ye capsules a wani so akini woti paye asoroben honam yaw na wo fam wo so te a etie no benom amana siesiw e wo pharmacy ne chemical stores 0204 616161 afem adwenkyere no kakrani ekwa mo aboaten wo Ablikma Central no se budget we sei e de ahotoso abatitiri toll booth a se sei ye be ye free ho no na capito go so menhia no se Nyankopon hyira mampani na nado ne MPP na wo hyira Akan ofuriata nso nka ho Balami Patrick eso wa akoma dan na wo se ye pese ye ko digital any cashless society baby a enka ye be ko bibia electronic na sesa na ye pa kwa ampampa de adenti ene de eto aba beto digital no eso what kind anakrofo ejejewo me dey say me kan na mo se mo be send o message ya kan wie kua mo aboaten say ya kan wo de awie wo de aba bro ha etime en kan obi de e ka sen kwasi adu jamfi ese owo dumase 2022 budget no enidaso nko a ena ewom kwasi adu onokro na no ena ne de san so totoa so ena sly aban ese o mankasim budget no e too good eriko akubu adi de ba kono mekan wo de ne ma wo me de adwenkyere ne besi ha efri se monye mwadwen se mobemi akan afoforo de enti enipa mienu miensa bi true message ne brum saa ye kan kura wi a na ode foforo ba ya kan awie no na ode foforo wo de na wa post saa anti mo de ye de besi ha sei Adwenkyere no mu aseda give us about for 21st clinic and a Natural Company Limited at Aroma any de baye
amansan tiame kwabena mafo ana
nana ya kunedu asede weche de ma Olson's chemist for the Olson's garlic capsules abedum yen eboa me nipadua ma soja fo gina brane no akwa di yare so nkonim etipe bi a kira kwan ko range no so yenim se eboa de de so nkwada num ema munya ahoden kama ena garlic so mfa so no so yenya e de every Olson's garlic capsules no mum MTN say so subscribe ne ma bebre na wo hu so a wo betimi ahwe de open no ama na kaso de wo mpenu no we free ho etu for phone na star 175 hash ubedi prompt nechi ubekọ akoto content manager no obekire wo de wa subscribe ni nyina de open no ama na ka de ompe no obekire kwan abefa so ye free ho MTN say because we are good together MTN we there for you everywhere you go high sense cheche omanfo wo say if you niam no wo hie free fridge chest freezers air conditioners a free TV gas cookers electric cooker washing machine smartphone sound system rice cooker blender any de ka ho no fa kokodobo ra won showroom bi mu na bo ne yepa wo pese obi se bise mu asem a 0302 55 0000 0302 550000. Hisense, everyday prices for everyday people. Duffy's Health and Beauty, or the Ohima Feminine Mixture. Eboa ma oba fichi kro ho nsem ne gina yie oyaw na ya na wote no so eyi free ho afei sede ya na waya wiese amana broshu na wupra no ebe free ho na wo atenka eja no asan aso what the Duffy's feminine cleanser ba eno so boa mo ahemfie ho timi di ho ni kama eti eyi nka bone free ho nom na boa ama ono dofuhia odo aso. Duffy's Healthy Glow Shower Gel o nipedua no sede tia na ekwa akosiesi no emporede na emom mo manyanya na nso oban ene honamani nso anso ano ebeboa yi ni nyina afiri ho woni saa tebia ne bi nso na wo de Duffy's Healthy Glow Shower Gel yi bi edware a eboa ma wede ne yesochi no ahu se ekoyie pa eti pebia kira kwan e wona tena yekase mo East Legon ana betimi afre 059 66 11 277 059 66 11 277 Yanko Carl Bank ema se de wo bank or mobile phone so na yes simple ane a star 771 hash star 771 hash na wo banke e wo Carl Bank kwan so utimi esesa wo card utimi update Ghana card kra no wayra no ana so be so ko renew a wo ne wo ho hyehyeye wo check your account balance wo transfer sika every mobile money wallet so utimi de third party vendors ane de titi se bebre mini statement kra so utimi gi enti wo www.carlbank.net and I'll send the email customercare@carlbank.net. Wait me a toll free line 0800 500 500 0800 500 500. Emekada Roma and your day kasibwe ebremo. Yadamu nyina ase emamumo.